talk a little bit about this. The AMC.
It's the AMC Theaters Kansas City Film Fest.
Okay, and I've said it wrong
so many times.
So many times. I just call it the AMC Film Fest. I did not know you had to have such a long-ass title.
No, because it was the Kansas City Film Fest.
There's
initially,
reasons for it, yes.
Before AMC Theaters ever got involved. And then they all went and said, hey, let's talk to the people at AMC Theaters. They're right there. They're right downtown. They got a great theater. Maybe they'd want to do something with us and make it all a little bigger.
And I think that's absolutely what they did.
They did, but they didn't do that this year. They did that last year.
So this is the second time they've done that?
This is the second year with AMC Theaters.
But this is the first time AMC's
I'm sorry, let me turn your mic up there.
Board.
So we've got one of the filmmakers, Sean Hacket, from you're from here in Kansas City.
Yeah. I grew up in Shawnee Mission, Kansas, in the little area called Millhaven, where it's nothing but old people. So I was an only child.
And you went to Rockhurst.
And I went to Rockhurst, which I deserve lots of tomatoes thrown at me on premiere night because I did that. It wasn't my choice. So
you don't like the Rockhurst, or I'll tell you why I don't like Rockhurst.
Okay,
and that
I
was,
want to hear it.
That was just because when we went, I was in Pleasant Hill.
Excellent.
And for some weird reason, Rockhurst was in the same district. When it came to debate and whatnot, but because I was on the debate team, not the track team, as most people will just guess. But so I was on the debate team, and so we figured we're going to go to these debates, and like Rockhurst always shows up, and we're like, oh god.
We're all wearing suits.
They're all wearing blue blazers, and they're all dressed to the nine.
Yeah.
And then we try to figure out, why are they so good? And then it turns out they've got like 7 classes of debate. Everyone's all looking at. They were all looking at getting evidence, unique evidence, and everyone had a copy of like all that evidence, like super organized, and just made me sick. We had one class, like there was no reason why our debate team should be debating Rockhurst at all.
Yeah,
and so my probably that when I was a junior. The very first debate we went to of junior of that season, I guess, we were up against Rockhurst, the very first debate. And we're like, God, what a way to start off the damn season.
Just getting beat up.
Just getting beat the crap by Rockhurst. So we were so
You're
pissed
standing there
about
with
that.
your little 3x5 cards going, this is not, we're just,
This is in our legal size paper turned to the right so you can draft.
Why can't we start off with like Buckner?
Yeah, like really just kick their Buckner. So anyway, but then Rockhurst did not show. They were late.
Awesome.
And so
you won.
That was an absolute win. And so we got credit for beating Rockhurst. The first time a debate team has ever from Pleasant Hill ever beat Rockhurst, and we were so thrilled about that.
I was not that great at speech and debate, and like I like public speaking. I love I'm a chatterbox, but like I was just like so lazy my freshman year, and like I didn't understand why I was going to an all boys school when I like just wanted to have a girlfriend and be a normal guy in Kansas City. And I had one debate and I quit right after, but the person asked me like why was Bill Clinton the best president of all time? That was like the literal question, and I said no. And
this is like Lincoln Douglas debate that you were doing?
Yeah. But I said no, and the only thing I could come up with was he didn't start enough wars. And at the time, like the whole like judges, their jaw just dropped, and my speech and debate coach kind of like turned to me and looked at me, and I was just like, I'm off the team, aren't I?
What school was this that you did?
This is Rockhurst.
At Rockhurst.
At least he didn't mention the blue dress.
Rockhurst is the weirdest.
So you said no, he wasn't the greatest president of all time
because he never started wars.
And they gave you crap about that?
Well, yeah, it was
in relation to war, like because he never started a war.
That's all I said. Like the entire my debate.
Like you've got
no.
I think the proper response is you're stupid.
He could have fought India. Why didn't we take over India? That could have been
one of the smaller countries. Nobody takes over countries anymore.
No one does.
You know why? Because it's really hard. There's all this indigenous population that doesn't really want you there.
Just imagine the news report if we actually did that one day. It's like
take over India.
We're bored.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go take over.
We're broke.
Not India. Maybe something a little bit less.
Great. We can take over India, and then what? Who's going to run the call centers then?
We will.
This is great because I have a film that's about people in the military.
Yeah, well, let's get into that. Homecoming, as people can see on the big poster right there.
Which you're showing the back. Flip it over. Flip. There we go. Sexy.
There she is.
There we go. Homecoming.
There she is.
It's about it's a lady that's stationed in Afghanistan.
Yes.
And she has a brief visit back home.
She comes home for 18 days, and a lot of the war stories that are kind of going out there, they're all made by like 59-year-old British guys who have no idea what it's like going to war. And you know, I did go Rockers, but I had a lot of friends from my hometown that joined the reserves in 2001 and really had no idea that they were going to the war that was actually going on. And this is kind of like my.
Where did they think they were going?
Well, I mean,
I'm signing up, and it's like this war is going on.
They were
no.
They were in the reserves right before 9/11 happened. So all of them just want college money.
That was kind of a bitch for those. But I mean, you always have that thing where it's like, hey, 1 weekend a month, you can pay for college and whatever.
Exactly.
And then we go to war, and they're like, crap.
No, and I mean, it's a lot of my friends are still over there, and sometimes it's their choice a lot of the time. But like they missed out on the college experience. You know, which is
getting
something
drunk,
yeah, getting drunk and finding, you know, some girl that you might or might not marry, and you know, having those depressed study nights of cramming and all that. It's a totally different lifestyle.
Because when you're a man, it's harder to get married in the military. Because like women generally will leave the military married because the ratio is like 5 to 1.
Yeah. Now, are you saying cramming?
Did I say
the girl
cramming?
you just
Like
met,
studying.
or the studying?
The study.
Done. Yes.
It's a Christian boys' school. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only cramming they're doing is for a final exam.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but in terms of this story, Homecoming, a lot of films always try to like focus on like post-traumatic stress syndrome and people coming back without, you know, coming back with serious like problems. And I have a lot of friends who come back and they're just normal people and they're very affected by kind of the negativity that a lot of these people who have no idea what's going on are pushing into the movies, you know, because
when can you see Homecoming?
you can see it Saturday night. It's April 9th, 7:30 p.m. I'm going to be there. The lead actress, who's absolutely amazing, Maria Ryan, who's on the TV show Heroes. She's going to be there. I'll be signing autographs.
The rest of the hour, if you want to hang around and be more than happy.
I would absolutely love it.